This is Zach. Due to numerous requests, I'm recording a tutorial of how I made my piano cover of Home, which you can find on my channel if you haven't seen it yet. This is the way I play it, not necessarily the right way. I don't have sheet music, but what I'm going to try to teach you today is how to play it like you saw in my video. Just to start, so you guys know, when I make music, I always print out the lyrics. These are the lyrics to Home right here. And I make notations, which wouldn't make any sense to you guys, but basically just notations about anything that's helpful to me to remember while I'm playing piano about what might happen next. This might be something helpful for you, might not be, but again, with a song without sheet music, when you're memorizing the entire thing, sometimes I find printing out the lyrics to be something that's helpful. And then you can try that method if you want and just write down any notations which you think would be helpful to remember various things. To start out with the tutorial, I'm going to show you guys first just the three basic chords that are repeated throughout Home. There's only three. So the first one here is B, D, F sharp, just like that. Again, B, D, F sharp. The second chord, and I'm just going to go through this. You can pause it to look at it again, or I know you can't remember it as quick as I'm saying it. Second chord is D, F sharp, A. It's very similar to the first chord. You're maintaining the last two keys in the first chord become the first two keys in the second chord. The only difference is you're ending with A here, whereas in the first chord you're starting with B. And just so you know, whenever you're playing the second chord in the song, it gets played twice. And then the last chord that you need to know is the G chord. It's G, B, D. G, B, D. So again, first chord, last chord. Okay, so those are the three chords. Those are the most important things to memorize in Home. When you're playing these chords, though, or at least when I'm playing them in the song, I'm obviously not playing them just like I showed you, flat like that. Instead, I'm alternating between the last two notes in the chord and the first note. So, for example, with the first chord, and then in the second chord, as you can see, again, that was twice as long as the first and last chord. When I'm alternating, you can count. I'm doing it 4 times, then 8 times for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, so yeah, that's just something you have to practice to get down. But again, knowing those 3 chords and being able to play them like that is the most essential part of the song. So I really learned that before I try anything else. Now at the beginning of the song, we start off with the whistling tune. For whistling, when I play it an octave higher than I do everything else in the song. I'll just play it for you right now just so you know how it sounds. Okay, that's the whistling tune at the beginning, which is repeated, I believe, 1 other time in the song, possibly 2. So to play this tune, it starts with B, D, E, F, F sharp, Okay, when you're going to play F sharp, you're going to play F sharp twice. So, okay, then from there, again, I know I'm going through this fast. You're going to have to pause it and just look at it again until you memorize it. From there, you're going to go D, A. So again, D, A. And then from A, you're going to go A, F sharp, A, F sharp, D. So again, from the beginning. Okay, the whistling part has basically two main halves to it, where I mentally separate it into two. That would be the first half. Okay, I'll play it one more time. B, D, E, F, F sharp, D, A, F sharp, A, F sharp, D. And then the second part starts off very similarly. B, D, E, F sharp, F sharp. The only difference here is that we're skipping the F in the progression. So, like you'll notice in the beginning, this is how it sounds. But in the second time around, it goes. Okay, so from the beginning. Okay, now again, you're going to play F sharp twice. But this time, you're going to go, after that, you're going to go play B, B, A. Okay, so you're going to go. And you're going to play these relatively quickly, and then go back to F sharp, then back to A, F sharp, A, F sharp, D. Okay, and that's the whistling. I'll play it again slowly for you guys. The most important part, in my opinion, about learning a song is making sure you're familiar with the song to begin with, and so hopefully, more or less, this comes kind of naturally. After you learn this, you should know, relatively what comes next. So that's the whistling. Now I'll show you how that will sound together with the chords, and I'm going to need to switch camera. Okay, so that whistling tune with the chords is going to go like this. At the beginning, you don't play any chords, so it's just going to go. Okay, so that's it's B, D, E, F, F sharp the first time, but when you hit F sharp for the second time is when the chords begin. And we're going to start with that first chord I showed you, which starts with B. Okay, now on the right hand I haven't played anything else except for the F sharp. But then it's going to go from that, it's going to go to D, right, like I showed you. So D to A, and then when it hits that A is when you start playing the second chord. So from the beginning, D, A. Okay, and like I said, the second chord you play twice as long as the other ones. So you have the first 4 beats, which have already happened, and then when you hit the A for the second time is when the second 4 starts. Okay, and then when you hit D, when you do that backwards progression, when you hit D is when you switch to the G chord. Okay, I'm going to play that again for you. So B, D, E, F sharp, sorry. B, D, E, F, F sharp the second time is when you begin. D, A, F sharp, D. And then when you hit D again, that's when you're switching to the last chord. Okay, now you're playing the second half of the whistling tune. So let me play it from the beginning, sorry. F sharp for the first time, the second time around is when you switch chords. Okay, so again, you're gonna hit from F sharp, you go hit B and then A relatively quickly. When you hit that A is when you begin the second chord the second time around. Again, I know it sounds difficult, but hopefully this, with familiarity with the song and the more times you practice, this shouldn't be as difficult as it seems right now. And then when you hit that, when you do that backward progression again to the D is when you switch to the last chord, the G chord. So I'm going to play it all the way through for you guys now. I'll try to play it slower. And if you haven't yet mastered the left hand, this thing, just keep practicing, or you could play it without it. Okay, so that's the beginning, the intro to the song. I know I went through that kind of fast. Again, I hope that you pause it and replay it. Now we begin the main part of the song, which is